takes two fingers. That's what only took one. Two fingers. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we'll take that from one great bus down the steps.
Okay. So anyway, Jim told me that since you're retiring, that he thinks he can get about another 5 years off of his legs. Because he doesn't think that he and Jim can carry 65. You know. Down one. Let me.
Don't show me a blank, please. Please.
I got it. You joined the clubs of George. You know, Ed and I are going to have to find some new hunting buddies. We decided that our buddies are getting too old. They're all retiring. We was trying to figure out how we can go hunting with shotguns and all the stuff that we take here and rocking chairs. Can't get it in my station wagon. You know, we used to go down to the club, and our hunting trips consisted. We'd go down to sit around the table with beer, cards, and bullshit. Now it's filled, Jarrett's all in bed. Oh yeah, we went down to the club. Ed and Ray and I went down to the club, and Ray was supposed to cook a special meal for himself, and what's his name over here? He's got to eat everything right on time, or he's going to die. You know? So he's got to. So he's going to make himself a special diet here. Mary had everything all worked out, everything marked, containers, this, first, second, third, and he couldn't even do that. He's supposed to make soft-boiled eggs, toast, and cereal, and that's a complicated mess, isn't it? He wound up with hard soft-boiled eggs and burnt toast. And the only thing you think you got right was the milk on the cereal. We're sitting in the club. He's cooking breakfast. Ed's in bed. You know, he's a hunter. And I'm sitting at the table reading a conservation magazine. He puts the toast in, and he gets out there, and he starts watching the pot boil with the eggs. I hear this crackling noise behind me, and I turn around to look, and there's his toast with the flame coming out of the toaster that hot. So I said, "Hey, Unc, look at your toast." And he walks in, he looks at it, he goes, "Oh, yeah." Like that's the way it's supposed to be. So the smoke come down to the ceiling. From the ceiling was only about a half inch from my head, I think. And Ed's in the other room. He goes, "Well, God damn it, you dummy." He says, "What's the matter with you?" He said, "Can't you smell that? It's burning." I said, "Hell. At home, that's normal cooking odor." You know, Jim works with Ray. I know you all know that. And Ray said, he was telling me one time, he said, "Boy, when I'm on the job," he said, "I'm Jim's father, I'm Jim's teacher, and I'm his memory. And I want him to know that." So I asked Jim about it. He said, "Yeah, well, translated, that means he's bossy, he's a know-it-all, and I have to remember where he puts his pipe, his lighter, his tobacco, his truck, his lunch bucket, his car keys." And I even asked him, I said, hey, Jim, I said, what did your dad really teach you about remembering? Jim stands there and looks at me and says, I forget. And we've all called on this guy at one time or another to do something for us from an electrical standpoint, One time I thought, everybody, yeah. So one day we was out here working, and I said, I think I need a trouble light because we couldn't see. I got to get a trouble light. And I said, I think I'll go down to Ed's and buy one. He said, oh, hell, don't do that. He said, I got all that shit in my truck. He said, I'll make you a trouble light. He said, if you go down there, he'll probably sell you a short one anyway. So I said, okay, go ahead. No, if you want to make me a trouble light, he's got the equipment. So he made me one. I want to show you what he made me. It's pretty clever. That's trouble light. Now, he's an electrician, as you know. Now, when you look at that light, you can tell that's a trouble light. That's real trouble.
That is trouble.
That's trouble.
That's to get in trouble if you light it.
Interrupt you for a moment. That's the way he wired up my air conditioner.
That's trouble too. All right. I'm not through yet. I'm supposed to have a package here, and I don't see it. Mary, where's your gift? Down on the bottom shelf.
With the wrappings on it.
With the wrappings on it. Is this it? That's it. Okay. Mary wanted me to give you a gift from her to make your leisurely days more leisurely. Now listen, if you don't understand the directions, just ask Jimmy. He's going to be the family resident electrician from now on.
Yeah. It was off for a while while they got it turned on. Oh, is that what you said? Yeah.
Jim can tell you how that works.
Like that,
Okay. Now I've got everybody's name down here, and I'm going to let the others come up here and give you their little bit worth too, Ray. And I got them down in, Jim and Jared, John and, they're in husband and wife. One or both or whatever you want to come up to give him a little gig, well, that'd be fine. And really gig, that would be even better. So the first one I have on the list is Ed and Vi. So who wants to be
Why?
No, I
Gee,
I don't blame you, Vi.
Only nice things.
That's my problem.
Do you have a couple of things to say, Ed?
Couple. Give me an encyclopedia.
Is that your book here? Is that the book here? Is that the book here? Yeah.
That's all right. No. Got a book. No. Don't get out of church in the morning.
Well, you'll have to confess tomorrow. Go to confession. Well, when Norm called me, I didn't know what to say. I said, hell, I don't know what to say. So I got to thinking, and criminy sakes. He said, well, you got 2 hours, Ed. I said, after thinking a while, I thought, shit, I'll never get it in 2 hours. So I thought, and I come up with wrote a book. Come out with a book of, this is Idiosyncrasies in the Life of R.E.G. Now, Webster spelt that idiosyncrasies wrong. I know there's a T in there. And there's a C where an
S is supposed to be. I know that. So this is the idiosyncrasies of the life of R.E.G. Volume 1. Huh? Yeah. So you'll be able to get that on the market, and because it's loaded with things about that clown. I got this all written down. You have to bear with me.
Somebody read it for us.
Once upon a time. Once upon a time. All these incidents are true. I mean, I know they're true because he couldn't repeat these 100 times the same way each time unless it was true. But I've heard all these damn stories at least 100 times. Reminds you of Kate Whittle?
I didn't hear that, Dory.
I sort of wish that his mom could be here though too, because she could tell a lot of stories about him too. And I'm sure she went to the right place because after putting up with the Groman family for how old is Lil? For 65 years, she's met her reward and she bore her cross here on earth. One thing, they were all at my house last night. We're back to playing pinochle. Huh? We're back to playing pinochle again, and all last night nobody ever disclosed to me. Nobody said a word of whether I was ever mentioned in Grandma's will or not. And I still don't know if I own that house on Iowa yet or not. Do I? But that would have been very easy for me to get in on Grandma's will, because if they didn't behave, all I'd have to do is talk to Grandma, and I know she'd make me number one. So let me know if I get the deed to that house, Bert, will you? And you can start paying me rent. Bessie was raised in Cadet, I think. Is that right? Yeah, okay. And then from there she took her family to Grove City. She didn't stop in St. Louis then, did she?
No.
Oh, she went. Did she? Oh, did?
I was born in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess she had to leave St. Louis and go to Grove City. Well, anyway, she got back to St. Louis. Returned to St. Louis with her brood. I really don't know why. Probably so Ray could steal Christmas trees here in St. Louis. He was one of the best Christmas tree stealers in South St. Louis. He could run through them gangways with a Christmas tree every Christmas. Right?
Right.
So, you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that about your brother-in-law. That he was a Christmas tree snatcher.
Snatcher, yeah.
Oh well. Grove City's gain was St. Louis's loss. First, well, if I refer to him as some dirty names, you know, like BAS and shithead or SB, I really mean him in a way the way I always call them that. No, yeah. Don't go running a dictionary to find out what they mean, but when I did call him that, I really didn't mean it. Now, if I was referring to his brother or that other thingling over there, I really meant it. Well, most of you people knew him before 1946. I didn't, and I'm glad. So
That was your day, Dad.
yeah. So I didn't come to know him until about February 46 when I lived on Utah. Right after the big Holocaust. But anyway, I lived on Utah, and he lived on 18th Street, and we both worked at the Record Center. Well, at that time there was no transportation except a streetcar, telephone and streetcar. Well, that come up Cherokee, turned left on Limp, and past Utah. So we both caught the same streetcar to get to work. I'd be coming up the street slow. And the first time he waved me up. Come on, come on. There was a streetcar. Boy, he was a nice guy. After a week or two of that crap, he'd wave to me. No, he'd give me this signal here. So I'd saunter up, and pretty soon there's a goddamn streetcar. I'd have to run like hell to catch that streetcar. Next time, come on, come on, come on. Boy, up I'd go. No streetcar in sight. So that was my first experience with him. And if I'd have known that 33 years ago, I'd have went up to the Jefferson Avenue streetcar and went that way. Or even walked. It was only 10 miles. So one thing here, between 1946 and 1950 of the Cryan War, we played ball and different things, played cart ball. We had a league, cart ball league. Well, it was a long league. It run from 1946 to 1949 season. We all played. And Ray, this is the ball you hit that time. So here's here. Yeah, when he ducked and he got a hit. So I run out there like hell and I caught that ball and I said, I got to save that for that guy. So that was the 30th of February. In 1949 or thereabouts, I guess it was 49 or early 50, I persuaded him to join the Marine Corps Reserves so he could legally ride in the military aircraft with one of the scout hunting places.
Time out. I still remember that.
So after I got him in the Marine Corps Reserve so he could go up with me, and after motorcycle hunting trips on ice and snow and falling and losing the shells out of the carry-all basket in the motorcycle, as far as his mom was concerned, I was shit. She didn't care to have her sweet, innocent boy bum around with me. She called me all kinds of names. At that time, I don't know how I got back in her good graces, but at that time I was I was at the bottom of the list. I was after you, George. One Saturday night he went out drinking. So the next Sunday, we only did this on weekends, so next Sunday we went up to scout over Festus in Crystal City. We had a hunting spot down there for squirrels, and we said, well, let's go down there. So he gets in the back of this SMJ, and I get down there and do a few acrobatics, loops and rolls and dives to see this, and all of a sudden I hear the rear canopy open, and there was a distorted face. Did you ever see a Ku Klux Klanner right after you come out of a laundry? That was his face. And he was out in the slipstream, and that face was just all distorted out in the slipstream, and he was up-chucking. And he up-chucked all over Festus and Crystal City. Come 1950, in July, I don't know when you went back in. When was it? July? August? Yeah, I thought you remembered that. I thought you remembered.
I try to forget.
Oh. Well, anyway, he was called, and oh my God, you thought this was a flood last week. Right. The tears flowed. And Vi and I was in California, and he was at Camp Pendleton, up the California coast, and he's going to come down and visit us on one of his weekends. Well, he doesn't, all you could say, he don't know directions, all you could say is, I'll meet you in San Diego. And he could find San Diego, but any street in San Diego, he'd never find that. So I said, I'll meet you in San Diego. So Vi and I driving up 101, and all of a sudden she said, oh my God, look at that poor guy over there. I said, God, that's Ray. And he had a brand new uniform. I mean, it looked like he just come right out of 4F. And it was too damn big for him, that hat set on him. I thought, oh, Jesus, everybody had to feel sorry for that.
Was that now?
Huh?
What they call it?
Overseas hat?
No, they got a name for it. Okay.
Too big a hat, I know that. It was too big. Yeah. So, well, we got through that weekend, but after a few more weeks, he was up there, and I invited him down to the motel on a Saturday and Sunday, and it so happened that I had been gone for a couple of weeks at El Centro. I don't want to see him, for Christ's sake. But there he is at the motel when I get home. Crap. I said, don't invite him, Vi. So she goes ahead and invites him anyway, and there he is. So I said, you got to go back to the Camp Pendleton. No, when Roman suffers, I suffer. Everybody suffers. So I suffered too. And that night I went to bed, and Christ, he's sleeping with me. So I let him get to sleep, and I think, oh, now's the time. I'll just go into the other bedroom and visit my wife. So I get up, and I play like I'm sleepwalking. And I get to the door and turn around, and there he is right behind me. So that's this is all true. So that shot that weekend too.
Yeah, right. He left for camp. He went one way and I went the other. He'd say, come on, you just sleep with Jane. No, I was
Sleep with Jane, our daughter, was there. She was 5 years
Jane was
old.
just a little baby.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't sleep with Jane. He'd sleep with his old buddy. Well, some more, geez, a few more incidents. By the way, there's a couple things here. That's a magic camera. We'll get to that in a minute. This is a retirement kit. Take your glasses off. It's a supplemental income kit. You'll see him at South County Mall any weekend. Try to make a little money.
Oh my God.
Now wait a minute, I got a magic camera here. Now, it takes pictures, doesn't develop them.
She's upstairs missing there. Don't take it out, Ray.
This camera is a magic camera. Now, it takes pictures that doesn't develop them, but you get a good negative, and it'll take a true picture of the subject. And it's not as the subject is, but it's as the photographer thinks he sees, and all of this guy's buddies see. So we'll just take a picture here. Okay. We don't need a flash. This is automatic.
Well, that light's good enough.
Yeah, that's enough light. All right, we'll give it 10 seconds.
Ed, what does this do now?
Takes a true picture of what the photographer sees, the camera sees, and the guy's buddy sees.
Oh, okay.
It's just a negative, though.
Is
And this really turned out good.
that a good picture?
Oh,
What, stand if it isn't?
is that a good picture of you, or is it not? We'll pass it around. So you
That's
can-
a good picture. Ed.
That's a true likeness. A little short.
That's a troop picture.
That's a good camera, Gorman. I don't want to break that.
And that's as his buddy sees him, right?
That's as all his friends see him. So that's a good instant camera.
That's a good camera, boy.
Yeah. Just as good. Just as I. That's a magic camera, Ronnie.
It took me a couple of minutes.
Where's Mary?
Hey, Ed, here is that picture of the Vanity yet?
Oh, yeah, God's sakes.
Here, how about a cup of coffee and sell your nurse?
How the hell am I gonna hold that thing?
Oh, you can hold it.
Just got the
Have it,
knock
have
on
it. Have a drink. No, I'm not.
I'm on the way out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
He didn't know the difference, that guy. Mary thought she was the host.
That's a fun boy.
Yeah, I can see what he's gonna be playing with for a while. That's really good. That is pretty nice, isn't it?
Uncle Ray, you want something real? Yeah.
Put it down, you'll spill it all over yourself.
I thought maybe you'd point that out. Be calm.
Norm said the other night, shit, he'll never, that'll go this way and Gorman will go this way, so they'll be staying smooth. Well, there's just a few more things. We're getting into not too long ago now. A couple of years ago, we were turkey hunting, and all the guys were down there, and I didn't feel so good. I didn't know what was happening. I thought I was having a stroke. I had Bell's palsy. That's something wrong with the nerves in your face, and it looks like you just had a stroke. Everything goes dead, and your face gets all distorted. Well, anyway, that happened Saturday, and so I stayed around there, still hunted and everything. But come Sunday morning, we're done hunting and sitting at the table, and old Dingling. We're talking about going home. He says, "Yeah, I got to get my buddy home here. There's something wrong, and I got to get him home. So we're going to leave early." Well,
Right.
huh?
He's gonna drive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I couldn't drive.
He's gonna take care of
No, I could hardly see.
you. He was upset.
Yeah. Well, I really did thought, well, I'm having a stroke or something.
He lost sleep over this.
Yeah. But he gained it a little while. So anyway, we get in the car. The other guys clean up the club, but my buddy, he's going to take his buddy home.
You wanted to take you home, boy.
Yeah, he wanted to get me. So that it's 3 miles to the rough road, and then another 11 miles of gravel, and then another to make it 100 miles altogether home.
He didn't care.
He didn't care. He was going to take his buddy home. So we get in the car, and it was a truck. Was it a truck?
Truck.
Yeah.
That was a hard job.
I was truck down there, and we got 3 miles, and we got a couple miles on the gravel road, and he feigns sleep. Drives off the goddamn road. What the hell's the matter with you? Going, boy, I'm sleepy. Can you drive? Oh, I'll try, Ray. I'll try. So I got one eye open, and that bastard moves over, and I drive 95 miles home. He sleeps the rest of the way. Yeah.
But he didn't care.
He was going to take care of his buddy.
He's worried about
They were really worried about him. Get up in this driveway, he wakes up.
it. I had to make it home.
He was not.
Am I running overtime here?
Yeah.
I got a lot more, but I won't be able. Let's see here.
Say your piece. Lay it on him, Uncle Leonard.
Okay. One time,
Okay, Jera wrote a little retirement spelled out for all the letters. She spent a lot of time on this, Dan. She did over dishes yesterday. Okay, R is for the roast we are attending.
E is for the ego that you have.
T is for the temper that God gave you.
I is for impatience, just as bad.
R is the relaxing you are doing.
E is your enthusiasm there.
M is for money you aren't making.
E is for the employee you once were.
N is for the names you're sometimes called.
And T is for the turkey that you are.
Oh, I love
What are you
that.
gonna get for him?
Wrapping that ribbon.
Oh, boy.
would you? Jared, tell him you have a gift for me, will you?
We have a gift for you, Dan.
You
got it. Don't look for another one.
Read it out loud, long.
From the whole
Because you have a reputation for leaving your personal belongings at various places, we have solved your problem. This fashionable little bag is yours to have and to hold for antique pipe, tobacco, etc. Also, please find one set of handcuffs attached under yourself in your bag, not found your purse. This is only a precaution against further loss. Last but not least, included are the keys to the handcuffs. Give these to Mom. So yes.
You what?
And no one to lose things. Bag and handcuffs.
Hold him up, Ray. He'll still lose it.
Yeah, he'll lose it.
He'll lose it.
Dan, I wrote down a few things about work, but Uncle Mark pretty well covered them earlier.
Ray, let him pass it around.
Did I steal your thunder?
No, just memory was the big thing, Uncle Mark.
Okay.
Here, give me that box.
Next one I have here is Norman Rich. Have you got anything you want to say to dear old Dad?
Is that true, Rich, your old dad?
Can I truthfully say that, Rich?
This one's gonna burn.
Oh, boy. It's a little early. You gonna read yours? No, okay. All right. We'll just throw it out this way. I gotta read this because I couldn't remember all this. It's too beautiful. It all, yeah, right. It all started when I met him. I first started dating his daughter, so I was told. And I thought, what a wise man he is. But as the years passed, I shortened it to, what is he? In all the years I have known him, I have never heard so many call one man so much. Known to his boss and fellow workers as a milkman, his wife as Shorty, and his fellow hunters as that no good lucky son of a... and all that are of those who are very close to him as gross. As I sat here and listened to all these people say nice words about him, I thought, boy, are you full of shit. And the unkind words as so true. So in closing, I'd like to say to old Uncle What's-His-Face, I've never been to a party so boring for a person worth so little. I sure would like good old Uncle What's-His-Face and my father-in-law in both to have a lot to be thankful for. First, that they could find so many people to show up here because I walked around and heard so many people say, Ray who? Norm who? Secondly, both have gained freedom in the past 2 weeks, kind of like seeing Kunta Kinte and Boy walking through the woods saying, I thought you caught the spear.
Norm, say it in there. This is Norm.
Here, Dad, this is from us.
Okay. That's all you get. Just take that and be satisfied.
Excuse me.
You want both my two fingers?
Playing the traffic.
Louder, Ray. Louder. Ray, read that over. We didn't catch that on the recorder.
As I was growing up, I remember thinking how handsome you were. I'd come down to breakfast and I could hear you in the bathroom saying to your reflection in the mirror, oh, what a handsome devil you are. And I believed you. You were my protector, always telling me to go out and play in the traffic. Always there when I needed you, my knight in shining armor. Until something better came along.
Richard?
Your sense of value says you were right. You were my teacher helping me with my homework.
Oh, shit. She's flung.
Acting a both of my son. It would show you my deepest appreciation for all you have did for me. Nothing.
I don't know.
This one is George and Ronnie.
George and Ronnie?
Holy
That's me.
All right, come on up.
George, taste it. Still like it?
You better do the talking, baby. I don't know.
We don't have too much, just a little, couple little things that we wanted to get a good cookbook to tell Ray the difference between butter and mayonnaise. Because he was my cook, and I use the word loosely. But here's something that I remember the old days down at the Pirates Club after a meeting. Ray had to go to work and the next morning, and he had troubles,
Hangovers.
and this is a picture of
What he looked like.
what he looked like when he was going down there to work at Gray Siding Company.
That's taped on in. I mean, Ray.
He looks like that now. He hasn't changed.
Great, hold it up. I don't even drink.
And then
That was years ago.
he was working for civil service and honest job, and he would complain about the doggone bosses there and how they were giving it to him. Well, this is a little statue of they can never do it to you again, Ray. You can honestly say they won't never do it to you again. And that's about it.
What is it?
Big screw. Oh, George, you got more than that, haven't you?
He only knows nice things about it.
Oh, Ray.
If I didn't know one of those, then let me know. But let this thing run? Huh? Let this thing run? Or stop it right now?
Put that on a record, will you? Just tell us.
There's an honest man if I ever saw one.
All the years
Lloyd
I've
George.
known you, Ray, I can't think of a damn thing that's good to say about you.
Right.
Bad things have already been said. Okay, good luck to you.
Are you coming back bowling, Lloyd? Or are you going to
Well, I'll
bow out this
I'll
year?
have to put up with him, I guess, for another season.
Gee, I know it's a strain.
Because he'll never find another couple, I'll tell you that. You know,
Does anybody here say anything?
Not really.
Ray has an affliction that maybe you know about. That maybe you know about, maybe you don't. That I think they named it the Groman syndrome, and it goes something like this. If you ever have it, it goes something like this. It goes, "Oh Mary, oh Mary." That's the Groman syndrome. If you ever see it, the guy's sick. Mert, Hank, do you have any?
wait, let me tell another one. You can tell that there's a Groman disease out now too. It's diarrhea. You can tell it it's a Groman because you find traces in their genes.
I tell him how Ed will get his belt off.
Mert and Hank, do you have anything to say?
Oh shit! Say it, Hank.
How about Rudy and Sil?
Joe's my buddy. Joe's my buddy.
I'm not going to get behind the counter.
There's no counter. It's a bar.
Hey, you gotta get on tape, Sil.
I don't need to be.
Sil. That's Rudy. That's Rudy.
And one I think you will enjoy, and the one I think will help your face.
It helped my
Anything will help his face.
One's an ugly stick.
Oh! Will he brush his teeth now? Wow! What are you doing, Ray? Brushing my teeth.
It's friction.
As long as you have them, Ray. Okay, well,
Wait a minute. He's got Bill.
just sit there. Don't be impatient. Don't be impatient.
cream for getting rid of wrinkles.
Oh, boy. Chris? Yeah, ready?
Preparation H. Smile and know which
wrinkles, huh?
Do I have to smile before I find the right spot? I don't wear my jewels jockstrap here.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Dan, is it okay if I ask my sister Lil now?
Well, she won't have anything bad to say about him, will she?
Well, she has all good things.
All good things, Lil will. Yeah.
All right, Lil, you want to say something good or bad?
Oh, and Bert's coming up? Oh, Bert's
Pay
coming up.
attention.
Lil.
Anything that hasn't been said. Here's a little gift for you, brother.
Thank you.
You mean in 68?
Wait, I want to get you on.
68 years you couldn't?
How many out?
70?
How many out? 68 years.
Read it. He can't read.
Now that you are retired, just a little something to keep you warm in your old age.
Uh-huh.
What is
Too big.
Yeah.
Too big.
Small size.
You got the small kind.
Order something else.
Don't let your mouth get your ass in trouble.
That's the story of his life.
Yeah.
All right. Now here's Mert saying something that she gave Ray a present.
It's nothing. The way you wrap that, Murray. Where'd you get that nice paper?
On your retirement. But, so now that you are retired, you will be like most other old folks. Take your dentures out and soap them more often. Congratulations on your retirement and all the best wishes for your future happiness. Hank Hurt.
That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And a fun friend.
Hey, Ray. We got it red, white, and blue, but I don't know if you can get it to stand for attention.
It'll be just a limp flag.
No freeze.
Well, that looks like me.
Yeah.
You got my hair down right. It's Chopper Hopper.
What is it? A what?
Chopper hopper.
Chopper hopper. Don't drop the hopper.
Oh, here.
Okay. Now next one I have is Frank and Tony. Do you have anything that you can say?
Oh, I can't say anything bad.
Oh, Frank is.
Oh, Tony.
Tony's been a liar all her life.
Yeah.
Can't say nothing, not at all.
I can't say a
Here
thing.
comes.
I can do it, but I can't say it.
Oh.
Let's see if you like it.
Is this nice?
What?
Wait a minute.
If this is something nice, Frank, forget it. You'll never get invited to his retirement again.
My youngest sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations on your retirement and best wishes for your future happiness. Your youngest sister-in-law.
Oh, that's-
I know right away that's
You know it's me,
Yeah.
don't you? What, are you nervous because I'm
You'll have to wait a while. Shakey's open up the presents.
I always do that to you.
Ding dong, sex bell. I ring ready. 1 ring ready, 2 rings hurry, 3 rings enough.
You'll probably be bringing the 3 rings, right?
No, I'm a 1 ring man.
Or,
What is one ring?
Ready.
look in your bathtub, you'll see a ring.
That's why I love you, Uncle Ray. You're a dreamer.
It's
We'll give that to Mary.
It's a sex bell.
Yeah, sex
Yeah, that's a sex bell.
And I'm only a one
Mary,
man.
when he rings,
Always at the
3
ready.
times, that means
Yeah, but
he's
you know,
got
I
enough.
don't hear good.
Well, that makes a noise. It's more convenient that way, Mary.
She gets a head start.
The only trouble about being in a bathtub, he's too old, you gotta take a shower, he can't get in and out of bed.
Oh, you got it.
The last one here on the list that I have is Teresa.
You said that.
Oh, you got young blood yet? Hell yeah.
Hey, what are you, blind?
Young who?
Mary, you're gonna hear that bell 3 times all the time.
Hey, that's enough. See, Mary chases him around
How'd you
now.
get off my list, fella?
Isn't that right, Uncle Ray?
Okay,
Oh,
There's one after you, so you're not the last one.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay. I'll get out of the way here.
Ray, I couldn't think of anything to say, but Teresa has.
Yeah, first of all, I had a piece of paper about this big at home, typewritten, single-spaced, and I got that real little tiny type. But my kids looked at that and says, Mom, you can't take all that time talking. But after Eddie, I don't know, so I figured, well. But this is what I have entitled this. The tribute to an all-American bird on his retirement. Well, we are all here tonight to honor Ray Groman. Honor him by saying mean, rotten, and nasty things. I'm sure that's what brought us all here.
Right.
Well, I understand all you fellas are going turkey hunting next week. You don't have to. He's sitting right there. We have all heard how very dumb they are. Well, old Ray proved it tonight. What other bird walks into his own roast?
Yeah.
Very good, Teresa.
We picked up something at Railroad Sandwich for you. I hope you like it.
Uh-oh. I'll let you have this too, Ray.
All-American turkey.
Oh, this dog.
Retired. Is that retired or retarded?
Mary,
Yeah, that's supposed to be an A, isn't it?
Is that retired or retarded?
bird on
I'm sorry. I didn't read this right. It said retarded.
Hey, Barb, one thing though with that shirt, see, I had that picked out and bought and printed up before you invited us here. I wanted to take it back and have a big turkey on there, but they didn't have that.
So we'll put the turkey in it.
I think you got it all wrong, should be retread.
Yeah.
Now it fits. Now we got one more. Johnny. Johnny.
True blood.
True blood, yeah.
Come up, Johnny. Johnny Lowe.
Norm, if we've got time, it's going faster. So if we've got time, we can tell about the lost it. You know, hunting.
Oh, you wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I started to write this on a roll of toilet paper, but I don't know. Since listening to everybody, I'm sort of afraid to get up here. When Norm called me, he said we're going to invite Ray's friends over. And I look around here, I don't see too many friends here. It's all relatives, and they had to come. The rest of you people, you know, you've been here tonight to roast poor Ray. But I'm going to tell you some of his good qualities. I've known Ray as a sex symbol. An avid hunter, a tobacco pouch connoisseur, a par excellence square dancer, and one of Black River's largest, greatest password players. As a sex symbol, he's the only one of my acquaintances that has a direct phone hookup with the health parlors. Those women call him at all hours of the day and night, just pleading with him to come over so they can massage his sexy body. As an avid hunter, he's the only man I know who can shoot birds in his backyard, and he shoots all the window panes out at the same time. As a tobacco pouch connoisseur, he's lost so many tobacco pouches that the company thought he was a distributor, and they sent him a wholesale catalog. As a password player, oh, now that's something else. You know, down in Black River, we play as a team, men against women, and he's a real team man. Instead of giving us a clue, he gets up and gives us all the answers. Although his clues, they're not bad either, if you can recognize the tune he plays.
How's that, John? That's a foul. Play that to us, John.
He gave us his clue as he was bending over. We didn't recognize it at first, but I think Father Rookie did, as he said, "Well, that happens sometimes." Then we all recognized it when his buddy Ed jumped up and came back with a broom and shovel.
And a clothespin on his nose.
And as a square dancer, now that's something else. When Ray gets up and square dances, you need a traffic cop and a map. But the only trouble is, Mary says he doesn't know how to read a map. Well, we've all had good laughs over this, which is really the whole purpose of getting together with our friends at Black River Lodge. All kidding aside, I would want Ray on my team anytime, as he is one great guy along with his lovely wife, Mary. I'll give you a clue, Ray. See if you can guess it. We love you, and congratulations.
See, there's a call.
And here's something
There's my buddy.
Here's something that you can practice on to go to Black River next year.
You had a good speech there till the end.
Congratulations on your retirement.
You going to say something?
Very best wishes as you leave the payroll and joining the playroom. Lacey, John, and
I
Florence.
didn't hear that. You already said that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Password.
Did it come with sound effects, John? You can practice for a year.
John, I'll never get that game right. Oh, thank you, love. Isn't that great?
This is from Julie.
Julie, Uncle Ray, you should be happy because you have retired. Where's my kiss? I get a kiss, don't I? Oh, my goodness. That's great. Thank you.
Oh, okay. What is that, Julie? Is there something to get out of there?
There was a rabbit in there when she ate it.
That's right.
Bring my kiss back. Bring my kiss back.
Oh, my God. Hey, wait a minute.
You still need a man.
Just wait a minute. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ray, I had one more thing I was going to bring along, but I forgot about it. It was a cartoon with you and Mary laying in bed, and she lifting up the covers. She says, "Oh my God, you didn't save any for retirement."
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it's all over. But we who are still working wanted to give you a gift that we thought that the gift would say more than we could ever express in words as to you guys that are retired. So if you'll stand up, I'd like to have
Let
you-
Hank stand up too. Who
Hank,
else is
who's
retired?
retired? George?
George, you stand up too. This goes for you too, and
This
Hank.
tells more than hold on to this underneath here, if you would. Okay, now this tells more than words can say what we think of fellows who are retired,
Especially you three.
the guys that are still working. That's a liquidator. This says across the front, Ray Ipsa loquitur. That means the thing speaks for itself. Keep working, you people. You need this check. All right, one story I want to tell about my buddy here. Hunting story.
I haven't retired.
I don't care if you
You can get
retire.
up and say something about everybody, Ray.
Retaliation.
Yeah.
For everybody that ripped you, you can get up and say something about
My buddy Georgie and Eddie and I went hunting one time down at Washington, Missouri. And George didn't want him to go along, and I didn't want him to go along, but he begged and we took him along.
Yeah, I had the car.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And we made him beg us to take it. With the car.
That's what he was.
17 rabbits, George and I. 18th one, and he was furious. Pow! God damn! Pow! God damn! I said, is that all that man knows? Pow! God damn! Finally, he sees one setting. And he says, well, I'm going to kick this up. And Georgie says, if it comes your way, shoot it before he gets it. I said, you're behind, buddy. I said, that man's mad enough to shoot. And about to take a shot at that rabbit. What? Never asked me to go hunting more. I sure missed a lot. Man, so we kept taking him all these years. And when he quits calling,
Still has him, but he had.
what did you say, George?
What Vi was going to do if a burglar was going to come in.
Cars and, about he's kind of afraid to live in that house now that they burglarized him. You know, they cleaned him out, they ripped him off. So she said, Ed said, takes care of it. My story over. So she said she was afraid that she'd like to get a small gun, like,
Sawed-off shot.
like a sawed-off shot.